Arjun opens with f4, naturally hitting this pawn here. f5, Magnus also hits the pawn on a2. Pawn comes up to c4. Very interesting move, because if you take this pawn, then I go b3 and then I pick this up. So Magnus goes knight to b6. Maybe it was not a bad idea to take this and sack an exchange. But d3 played, and now c6 played by Magnus. Already white is slightly better because these pawns give more space and limit black pieces. g6 opens up the bishop here. And now Arjun pushes pawn to b4. He's not afraid of this bishop opening up on the long diagonal. Pawn to e5. Magnus tries to play in the center of the board. And if you take here, bishop takes e5 is the plan. But Arjun doesn't stop. He pushes his a pawn. He's going now with the idea of a5, kicking the knight away. d5 played by Magnus. Now a very good idea is to push a5. He does it. Magnus comes back with his knight to d7, which is a very natural move. And now pawn takes pawn. He takes, c takes d5. Pawn takes pawn. And now somehow you will see that even though white hasn't developed a single piece here and has made the last move close to, I think, 9 moves. Now the 9th move with the pawn. White is better because after bishop e5, you have knight to f3. I think Arjun can also snatch this pawn. He takes it. Pawn up position now. So Magnus clearly on the defensive, and he's trying to look for compensation here. Rook a8 attacking the bishop. And maybe you can bring your bishop back to e3, f2, g1. He brings it back to e3. The queen comes to e7. Threatening to take the knight, and then the bishop. Knight moves to c2, defending the bishop, also looking at the d4 square. Knight comes out to c7. And maybe now you go knight to f3. He plays it. He attacks the bishop here. The bishop moves in. And is Arjun now going to play d4 and trap this bishop somehow? He plays knight to d4. A nice move. And the knight is very well placed. He's stopping knight to b5. Rook comes to e8. Pressurizing here. Bishop f3. Just defending everything here. Arjun is so aware about what's happening in the position. Bishop f3. He pushes pawn to b6. And now a very strong move is bishop d2. Because you see, if you take here, knight takes, it opens up the a file. But you want him to take, but then you are losing this pawn. And the way to keep that is bishop d2. Tough move, backward move, but Arjun finds it. Wow. Bishop takes, knight takes, ba. And maybe the point is, if you take here, he wants to come in queen a3 check. So that's the idea. And the best move here is queen c2, preparing short castle. And Arjun finds it. Man, this guy is in incredible form. AB is so zoned in. And now just move the king away to g1. And there you have it, short castle. It taps the rook on f1. The king is now safe. Queen c5, offering a trade. Also, pinning the knight. If you trade queens, maybe Magnus is slightly happy. Queen b2. Arjun is like, I'm not even trading queens. I'm going rook c1 next and trying to mate you. Queen b6. And now bring the rook to c1. finds it. Rook hc1, knight e5. Now putting pressure here and on f3. Maybe just king g2. Moving the king up. He goes bishop f4. Eyeing this knight on c7 along with the rook. King comes up. And king moves away so that the knight can now start creating threats here. And look at Magnus's expression. He's like, what have I gotten myself into? Rook c8 and takes on e5. Rook takes e5 and knight c6 attacking this rook. Rook comes back and the queen comes in with a check. King comes up, and now do you take on b4? I mean, there are many different ways to win this position. Already you can take on knight takes b4. There's also a way to blast open the position in the center. What is Arjun going to choose? Arjun chooses knight d4, threatening a check here. And Magnus goes rook e8. But now rook takes b4. If queen takes b4, rook c6 is a checkmate no less. Finds it and Magnus resigns. Arjun plays almost a flawless game of chess to beat the world number 1. And with this, he keeps his chances alive in the tournament to reach the semi-finals. Excellent play by Arjun Erigaisi. And to beat Magnus in just 28 moves in this fashion shows immense abilities.